Video on Introduction to Exponents. So let's review what an exponent is. It tells us how many times to multiply the base by itself. Now the base is the number that is multiplied. The exponent, the small number up here, tells us how many times the base is used as a factor. And the number that is expressed using an exponent is called a power. So we read this as 3 to the 4th power. So now we're going to show the factors and answer or evaluate the exponents below. So let's get down here. Whoops. So we have 2 to the 3rd power. So we would write this as the base is 2, and we have an exponent of 3, so we would write 2 3 times. So 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. Now, 5 squared, we have a base of 5 and an exponent of 2, so we write 5 times 5, and 5 times 5 is 25. Now, if you've got the idea, go ahead and try these on your own. You can pause the video and then turn it back on to see how you did. So, if you pause the video, let's check your answers. So 2 to the 5th power, the 2 is the base, so 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We know that 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and 16 times 2 is 32. Now, 3 to the 4th power, the base is 3, and the exponent is 4, so I'm going to write 3 4 times. We know that 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, and 27 times 3 is 81. Okay, let's move on to the second page of our notes. So now we're going to look at patterns to figure out what 2 to the 0 power is, and then 3 to the 0 power. So it says study the powers of 2 in the table below. What is the solution to 2 to the 0 power? So we'll come back and answer this in a second. So we know that 2 to the 5th power is 32. 2 to the 4th power is 16. 2 to the 3rd power is 8. 2 squared, or 2 to the 2nd, is 4. And 2 to the 1st is 2. So if you notice the pattern, we have divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2, and 2 divided by 2 is 1. So if we follow the pattern, it tells us that 2 to the 0 power is 1. Now, if we look at 3 to the 5th power here, okay, we know that 3 to the 4th power is 81. We just figured that one out. So if we multiply 81 times 1 more 3, that'll give us 3 to the 5th, which is 243. 3 to the 3rd is 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 to the 1st is just 3. And now let's see, look at the pattern here. The base is 3, so the pattern is divided by 3. So 243 divided by 3 is 81. 81 divided by 3 is 27. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So 3 to the 0 power is 1. So let's write the solution here. And that means that any base raised to the power of 0 except for 0 always equals 1. Because 0 to the 0 power is impossible. If you tried it on your calculator, you would get an error. Okay, that concludes our notes on exponents. I hope you have a great day.